Welcome back, everyone. Sheepdog Smokey here, and let's dive right back into the three-ring circus that is the U.S. Congress. Justice Department fires back after Pelosi claims Barr committed perjury. Soon after, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi stated that Attorney General William Barr committed a crime, the Department of Justice clapped back hard at the California Democrat. On Thursday, Pelosi accused Barr of lying to Congress in relation to the letter that was sent to him by Robert Mueller in late March. The letter was greatly misrepresented by the media, but the Democrats are running with it anyways to fit their narrative. What is deadly serious about it is the Attorney General of the United States was not telling the truth to Congress of the United States. That's a crime, Pelosi said. He lied to Congress. He lied to Congress. That's a crime, Pelosi said to reporters. Should he go to jail for it, a reporter asked. There's a process involved here, and the committee will act upon how we will proceed. One, I don't even know what she meant there. Because Congress does not arrest people, does not charge them, does not try them, convict them, or sentence them. So, Speaker Pelosi, feel free to report AG Barr to AG Barr. The Justice Department didn't waste any time at all in responding to Pelosi. Speaker Pelosi's baseless attack on the Attorney General is reckless, irresponsible, and false, the statement read. The issue at hand involves a letter Mueller wrote to Barr on March 27th that said the media was taking the findings in his final report out of context. In the letter, Mueller encouraged Barr to clean it up and provide more information. However, Mueller admitted to Barr that the Attorney General did not mischaracterize his findings, the media did. Barr called Mueller and spoke to him directly on March 28th about the letter and the special counsel's concerns. Barr explicitly asked the special counsel whether or not his 4-page memo to the public, which summarized the top-line findings of the Mueller report, was inaccurate. Mueller said no, meaning Barr's summary was accurate. There is now public confusion about critical aspects. There is now public confusion about critical aspects of the results of our investigation, the letter read. This threatens to undermine a central purpose for which the department appointed the special counsel, to assure all public confidence in the outcome of the investigations. Aside from this lie being exposed, Mueller's report clearly vindicates the president. Earlier this month, Barr put the final nail in the collusion coffin and reiterated countless times that Mueller found no evidence that Trump, his campaign, or any American colluded with Russia during the 2016 presidential election. Barr said he consulted with Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, and they both determined there was no evidence to charge Trump with obstructing justice in the Russia probe. The president has been completely vindicated after the 2-year Russia witch hunt. Barr and Mueller have made it clear that there is no evidence of collusion or obstruction. But Pelosi and Democrats are doing and saying whatever they can to attack Trump and his administration. This is more of the same, honestly. When the Mueller report, even in its redacted form, was made public, countless people read it. I have read bits of it. It is some of the driest stuff I've ever read. But even just the bits that are unredacted clearly show there was no collusion. The fact that Robert Mueller was allowed to continue his report and his investigation until he issued the report means there was no obstruction. The Democrats are crying wolf. We've all but heard them literally say Trump tweeting that he's innocent is obstruction. Trump telling people in his office that he's innocent is obstruction. Calling it a witch hunt is obstruction. Saying he wishes it was go away is obstruction. We've all but heard them say that literally saying anything but what the DNC tells you to say is obstruction. That is quite literally the same thing as saying entering a plea of not guilty is obstruction of your criminal case. They're demanding that the President of the United States be silenced and censored because they don't like the fact that they have no evidence, that they have nothing to stand on. So, when Robert Mueller issues a letter to Attorney General Barr, and Attorney General Barr confirms with Robert Mueller that he did not mischaracterize anything in his letter to the public, that the media mischaracterized it. Nancy Pelosi goes on television and says Attorney General Barr lied. That's a crime. I believe slander is a crime as well, Speaker Pelosi. And you've just slandered the highest ranking lawyer in the country. But of course, Nancy Pelosi is going to say, I was just going on what I had. I didn't know. And she's going to mumble her way through and talk about how President Bush is doing the wrong thing in China. If there was ever a clear, very clear case that we need to have term limits and age limits in Congress, it's Nancy Pelosi. She can barely string 3 words together. She doesn't know who is who half the time. And she just runs her mouth. It is a disgrace to the office of House of Representatives, let alone Speaker. But she waylaid her party and demanded that she be given the gavel, and she got it. And unfortunately, we're not going to, even if we pass them tomorrow, we wouldn't have the Article 5 convention even completed before next November's elections. So we're going to have to go to the ballot box. And while I would love to see the people of California tell Pelosi, Harris, Swalwell, and the rest of them to take a hike and put someone better qualified to be in the House of Representatives there, unfortunately, their districts are the ones where illegals are voting in mass, and they will keep their power. But we can lobby our own states to protect our elections, to enforce voter ID, and so on and so forth, so that perhaps we can take the little bit of power that they managed to steal in 2018 away from them in 2020. But that's up to every voter. And I've talked about this long enough. Let me know what you think. Keep everything civil. We do not learn from argument, we learn from debate. As always, please make sure to like, comment on, and share this video, as well as to subscribe and activate notifications so that you are among the first to receive any or to know of any new content as it is posted. Until next time, everyone have a wonderful day.